Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, let's get started. So today we've got the Korg Volca Keys, and I've got that plugged into the Korg NTS-1. I've kind of been on an NTS-1 kick lately, and that's fine with me just because it's such an awesome little box. So if you're unfamiliar with the Korg Volca Keys, it is a very basic analog synthesizer. Yep, this little thing right here is actually a full-blown analog synthesizer. It retails for, I believe, about 150 US, and it was actually the first analog synthesizer that I ever owned. I think it's a great jumping off point, great place to start when it comes to analog synthesis. It's got kind of a toned down version of all the normal controls you'd find, and it's a really good way to learn kind of what makes what sounds and where you can send like the LFO either to your filter, your oscillator. It's really basic, but you can actually get some pretty cool sounds out of it. Plus, it's got a built-in sequencer, which we're going to use. A few days ago, we used the NTS-1 to play with some sounds on the Arturia Microfreak. I figured it would be fun to play with some sounds on the Volca Keys. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the metronome here. Let's do a 2-measure pattern. I'm just going to play something. Cool. Metronome off. Going to bring the attack down. There we go. Bring up the release. Now on the Volca Keys, we've got several different oscillator modes, basically. Right now we're sitting on octave. We can move it down to unison, which is going to sound very, very similar to the octave one. Poly isn't really going to do anything in this case. That's for playing multiple notes at once. Fifth is where I'm going to go, though. There we go. Sounds pretty cool. Now you can hear, just with messing with the controls, very quickly I was able to create something that sounded pretty cool. I basically detuned the oscillators a little bit, gave it a little bit of portamento, and then I was just messing with the filter cutoff knob. We can also make an LFO do that if we would like. But now let's shift our attention to the NTS-1 and get some effects on there. Really quick, I guess I should mention, the Volca Keys does have a very basic delay built in. So if you do just have a Volca Keys, you can get some fun effects there. But it's nothing that special, and I think it was more just kind of like a, gravy on top of everything else. By the way, there is a MIDI in jack on this too, so you could play it with a MIDI keyboard if you like. I'm just going to use the touchpad keyboard just for the sake of this video. But anyway, on the NTS-1 we get several different reverb types. Stereo, mono, ping pong, high pass, and tape. So I'm just going to use the delay on the NTS-1. So we are going to go with the high pass delay, actually. And let's play with that. And if we actually bring the release down on the Volca Keys here, and the sustain down, you can hear that high pass delay working. Because if we turn it off, that's all it sounds like. We can mess with the timing and the depth of it. Bring in a little more sustain. And bring up the release. There we go. We can hear all sorts of stuff going on the Volca keys there. I'm actually not sure why those notes came in so softly. Interesting. Huh. I have no clue. That's a new one on me. Yeah, I don't know if it has something to do with motion sequence, which is like parameter locks, but I'm going to leave that in here just to show you guys that, yeah, I struggle with this gear all the time. And I know it can be refreshing to see other people struggle with that. Huh, I have no clue. Now we're in unison ring mode. Which sounds really cool when you speed up the timing of the delay. It's actually a pretty cool sound right there. Let's bring our LFO in and mess with the filter cutoff. We're going to change our LFO type to triangle. And we're going to turn on trigger sync so it re-triggers each note. There we go. Cool, so what we did with the LFO rate there is we basically just sent it to the filter cutoff, about 50% send to the filter cutoff, or intensity I should say. Now we can hear when I turn the rate knob, the amount at which it affects that filter cutoff, the speed of it increases. If I were to increase the cutoff intensity, I'd be able to really hear it. There we go. We could also make the LFO affect the pitch in the same way, but that would get really chaotic. Not going to do that. Not going to do that for this video. Let's turn our attention back to the NTS-1 now. Let's turn off the delay and have a listen. Still pretty cool. Let's go to the reverb of the NTS-1, one of my favorite effects. And let's just go straight to the hall reverb, which is the first reverb actually. We're going to set the depth to about 12 o'clock, and the timing, we'll go at about 10 or so. Let's give this a listen now. Here it is without it. Here with it. Let's increase the depth. As you can tell, it just sounds phenomenal, and it adds a lot of subtlety and just overall depth to the sound, and I really enjoy it. So let's bring a little delay back in. We'll go back to the high pass. We're going to try to get the timing right where we had it. I'm going to bring that cutoff intensity of the LFO down. It's pretty distracting where it was. There we go. And let's go to the modulation section. I'm going to pause that. If you've watched me play with the NTS-1 before, you know that the flanger effect is my absolute favorite effect on the NTS-1. I'm just going to crank it right out of the gate. I'm going to hit the play button, and I'm just going to smile because it's going to sound awesome. Told you. There you go, just a little bit of the fun you can have with these two awesome instruments. I didn't really have a video planned for this. In my schedule for the day, it literally just says jam with the Volca Keys and NTS-1 and have a good time, and I think we accomplished that. If you are looking to pick up either of these instruments, you can find links to them down below. One thing I want to comment on really quick is all the links that I post are Amazon affiliate links, which means that if you guys click on those and buy that product, it's no extra cost to you, but I wind up getting a tiny, and I do mean tiny, little kickback from that sale, just something I'm trying to do to, you know, help keep the channel going. But in regards to the Korg NTS-1, no matter what, I always post that Amazon link just because that's how I do my videos. But a lot of times I've noticed on Amazon, this guy's selling for like $149 US. Don't buy it at that price. These retail for $99 US when they're in stock on Amazon from Korg. So if someone's reselling it for like $150, please do not buy it there. Go to Z-Sounds or Sweetwater, or I think even like Guitar Center, Musician's Friend. If you look around, you can probably check your local music shop if you're lucky enough to have one, especially if it's open during COVID. But yeah, you can find this almost always for $100 US, or I think it's $99 US. So unless it's like, you know, $105 or something on Amazon, don't buy it from Amazon, even if it's through my link. You know, I appreciate you guys doing that, but I'd rather you guys save the money. This is a $100 product, not a $150 product. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. Someone brought that to my attention the other day, and I'm very thankful that they did, because when I post the Amazon link, it doesn't really show the price. I just assumed it was the, you know, $99 US. So yeah, very, very glad someone brought that to my attention. Don't overpay for this. As awesome as it is, you can almost always find it for its suggested retail price of $99 US. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, go ahead and leave a like on the video. If not, you can hit the dislike button. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way though, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.